Hey guys, and what is up? Today we're gonna continue Photon from the last video. We set Photon up, and today we're gonna make a script that will run it. So what you need to do is just make a C# script, open it. So once you opened your script, you need to do something, which is go up here and type using photon.pn and change the mono behavior into mono behavior pun callbacks. Wait, it was callbacks. Like, yeah, this is how you write it. Like, it's gain sensitive if you didn't know. So let's just delete those since we don't need we gonna need the void start only. Like, I shouldn't have deleted it, but like, yeah. So in the void start, what you're gonna do is, well, basically the main thing for Photon is Photon network, using this. So in the void start, we're gonna use Photon network dot we're gonna use Photon network dot connect using settings. What this does, it will take the app ID and everything you've got, the region in your settings of Photon, and it will use it. And another thing, if you're only just doing this for testing, in the awake function, just type photon network dot okay, so in the void awake, you're gonna type photon network dot automatically sync scene and set it to true. What this does is that it will, if you once you open Unity, once you open your game, if you already have a scene open, it will sync it with other people. I don't suggest using this, which is a bad idea if you're gonna make an actual game and not only a test. So moving on, we're gonna make an override. What override does is it gets Photon callbacks, which are these. Now we're gonna try and connect it to master. What this does is that it will connect to master. How do you connect to master? Is using the connecting using settings that we just made in the start function. So it will check if you're connected to the master, and when you're connected to master, you will join. You will do photon network dot join lobby. I'll explain it in a bit. Wait. Okay, so I made this in Paint. I don't need it to do something like really good. So how this works is that you connect to the master, and after you connect to the master, you join the main lobby. If you're doing lobbies, just don't make it that you join the main lobby. Make it that you join specific lobbies with room IDs. I'm gonna show you how to do room IDs in a bit. So once you join in the main lobby, you should go to a room. So as a rule of this, you can't go from the master straight to a room. You need to go from a master lobby to room. If you don't know what master is, it's basically just the app ID and stuff using like your app ID connecting to the Photon server in your game. It's just complicated stuff, so I wouldn't go in there. Okay, so yeah, this is just the rule. If you don't follow this rule, it's not gonna work. So as I said here, when you connect to the master, you're gonna do photon network dot join lobby. Join lobby connects you to the main lobby. So after that, you're gonna make public override. So I just written the script. There's no need to copy it. This is only just to join a room. Look, I'm gonna explain it. So void override on join lobby. When you join a lobby, this will get triggered and it will happen. So what it's doing here is it will check how many rooms are in the server, the master server, I mean in the lobby, or the master server. I don't know how that works. If there is more than 0 rooms, it will join the room named high, and it will debug the log. You don't need to debug. I'm just doing this for testing purposes. and debug.log photon network count of players in rooms. That's also not necessary since I'm just doing this for tests. So yeah, when there is more than one room, it will join a room, and if there is no rooms, it will create a room named high. You see what I used here, that a room name is high. You don't have to use that. We're gonna use room ID in the next video. If you're gonna go check it out, it might be not uploaded, it might be uploaded, I don't know. Okay, so this is the most important part, which is doing override on joined room. It will detect if you join a room, and once you join a room, you need to do photon network dot instantiate. What this does, it will instantiate a player in the game, so that it doesn't just make it so you can like have more than one prefab in the game, meaning the prefab is the player. So we're just gonna go here, make a public game object prefab. You can name it anything. So after in the instantiate, you could use prefab, but it won't work. The reason that is, it needs a name. It's a string, not a game object. So we're gonna do prefab.name, which will get the name of the prefab. And after that, you should set the position. Maybe put like a spawner object or something. It isn't necessary, so I'm just gonna do vector3.0. And for quaternion, the rotation, just do quaternion dot identity, meaning the rotation of the object. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty simple. Most people just take 30 minutes to write this. This is literally it, to join a room, to create a lobby and everything. Let's just save it. Okay, so yes, before I'm saying this, don't ever copy the script. You need to first understand what I'm doing. I just explained it like I explained it little by little. If you don't understand something, just type in the comments. I can help you with it. I'll help you with it and all. So we saved it. Let's just go over here. So I made a player prefab, which is an empty object that holds both the model, the cube, and the main camera. So you don't need to specifically do it like me, but yeah. So how you instantiate in Photon network needs to be inside of a folder named resources. So I made one in the prefab. Just go prefabs. You don't need to create prefab, just make it in the assets if you want. Well, this is how it's right here. You see resources, you need to type it exactly like this, even with capital letters. The first letter, which is R, needs to be capital. Now put your player inside of the player prefab. And yeah, just another thing that I want to say, anything that you want to move inside of, like, that everyone can see, you must do this. If you don't do it, it won't work. You need to make a photon view script. I'm gonna do it even for this cube, so I can move it in the I'm put a photon view script right here. And yeah, let's just go back to the player. So you have your photon view, and since I'm using the you don't have to put transform view, but I'm making it to make it clear. You could use transform view or transform view classic. I would rather use classic since it's much easier to modify. And okay, if the observed components doesn't have the photon transform view classic, just drag it and drop it here. But it's locked for me. It's already pointed out. Yeah, you could just do for now, synchronize the position and the rotation. You don't, if you're doing like games where a scale changes and stuff, I would rather change the scale, synchronize scale. For now, you're just gonna go I'm gonna put I put a photon view and a photon transform view classic for this cube so I can move it mid game. I click the position and the rotation. So for now, make it. But for now, just make an empty object, call it network manager, and put your script in it. And since you have your prefab that I told you to put inside of the resources folder, drag it and drop it right here in the net script where it needs to be to have the prefab, so it instantiates. Now just delete your player because we don't need any cameras or players inside of this game since you're instantiating one. So yeah, make sure it's all ticked on. I didn't know that, so yeah, if you're gonna edit a prefab, don't edit it from the scene, edit it from the assets. So yeah, I'm just save the scene and build and run. Okay, so once you build your project, as you can see, my object got instantiated. Let's just open the project right here, and yeah, wait for as I said, you need to wait. I debug.log because I want to check when it joined room. See, it joins the room. Now if let's say I move this player, which is the other player, it will get closer to the blue cube, I guess. Yeah, see, it got closer. But like, let's say I move it back and I go back, you see, I can see the other player. And yeah, that's basically it. You can move both of these players. Wait, you could move both of these players like however you want. But remember, if you're gonna wait, so as you can see here, it will teleport if the instance is greater than 3. I say you should disable this right here, but I didn't. Yeah, you could play with it if you want something to move in the scene. Just put a photon view on it, or like this. That's my suggestion. It's not a suggestion, you have to do it. It's because it's necessary. So yeah, this is photon view, just simplified. It's really just not that hard to put in your game. And see ya guys, this is basically a tutorial. I'm Comfy Boy and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, you could watch other videos, you could like this video, you could subscribe to see any new videos I upload. It's however you like it. If you don't like it, just dislike it. If you like it, just like it. And yeah, see ya.